Hey Mole Gamers, welcome back. So are you ready for another action adventure with the Skylanders? Skylanders Swap Force coming at you for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Wii U. I mean, they're pimping this one out as well to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. How Skylanders Swap Force is going to stack up? Let's find out. Quick word from our sponsor, Game Central. Game Central in the Crossroads Mall is a wonderful place to get all your retro games and current games. Game Central, they buy and sell new and used. Remember to say the Moral Gamer sent you, and check them out online at GameCentral.com. So, what is Skylanders? And everyone remembers that they had this thing where basically you could put your toys on a portal of power, and boom, your toys end up. So you get little collectibles like this one here. You pop these guys on the portal of power, and they end up in the game. But then Giants came along. And unlike your previous ones, you get these taller, bigger, giant Skylanders. Okay, cool. But then what happens now? Now it is the Swap Force. And what is Swap Force? You get these guys here. And what makes these guys so special? You can... And now you have two different Skylanders. Yep, you can rip them apart, which, come to think of it, for a kid's toy, that's kind of weird. But you rip them apart, swap their bodies around, and then boom, you have two new Skylanders. So, okay, let's switch them back. These looks a little more natural that way. So, okay, that's how Swap Force works. And what they want you to do is they'll have things like, okay, this is a fire one, this is a water one. So now this guy is a water fire because he's got the water type and the fire type. And you'll need a swap Skylander to open different doors. And they do this in a way so that it makes use of the swap mechanics so a single player can go. If you have two players, you just need two Skylanders of different elements, and then you put them in there and boom, it's good, right? So I do have some issues with the way they're doing this because it seems like they're doing more of the toy collection thing. Buy all the Skylanders. You know, it is a money sucker. But hey, at least they're collectible. So, gamer standpoint, this is a dungeon crawler. You run around. They added platforming elements that weren't previously in most Skylander versions. 3DS did have a lot of jumping and platforming, but the console ones did not. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, from a game standpoint, it's a very basic. The only thing is you're swapping Skylanders in and out based on what you need for that portion of the level or to unlock hidden stuff. I'm disappointed, though, because the Giants, they basically made the Giants near worthless. They have very few places where there's these blocks that only a Giant can break this. Gee, thanks, guys. I'm so glad you gave me a reason to use the Giant now. And so, yeah, they're trying to give you a little bit of love for your Giants, but realistically, the Giants are just like an afterthought. They're not even a main portion of the game. It's just obscure items here and there. At any rate, though, the story is very childish, and yes, enemies back at it again, sounding like Invader Zim. Same voice actor as Invader Zim, by the way. Chaos is trying to take over Skylandia once again, and this time he's got this dark energy which can infect things and turn them evil, and okay, whatever, I understand you're trying. You gotta knock the dark out of him, and then eventually his mommy comes in, and it just gets childish and degrades from there. Where's George Takei, who was in the last one? He's had some redeeming value. So, it's not the best story, it's very childish. You play it just to play with the toys. I mean, as a gamer, you're not really going to play this and expect a deep, interesting depth of play and whatnot. Whatever. Morally speaking, what do you have? And you have to be aware of the Skylanders themselves. Because, like, Hex here, one of my favorites. Love the fact that she's got her bone shield. I love the fact that she can do tactical bombing. But the thing is, she's a necromancer. She deals in dark magic. I mean, you have characters who are genies, sorcerers, magicians, whatever, stuff like that. All sorts of mythological creatures done in a cartoon format, so it's not realistic or like scary or anything. But still, if you have issues with that kind of stuff, you may not want your kids playing this game. And then it is some light combat, some gun use, stuff like that. It's all done very cartoony, and I have to stress that because it's not as bad as, like, say, Reservoir Dogs or something, where they're actually pointing guns at each other, pulling trigger, and So it's very cartoony, but nevertheless, though, it is stuff that you may not want your kids playing, depending on what they're ready for. But hey, moralgamer.com. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Comment. We love hearing from you. And check out our website, themoralgamer.com. We're looking forward to seeing you next time.